Welcome to Wagner Sound Lab. Eric here. I've been playing around with Billy Squire's Lonely Is the Night. I really dig the opening riff, and I think it's just a good solid rock song. And I wanted to see if I could reproduce as close as possible what he put down on the record as far as the guitar tone and all that. My signal chain today is going to be my Epiphone Les Paul with the Gibson Classic 57 pickups in it, and I'm running into my Marshall Origin 50 amp. The speaker out of the amp's going into my Boss Waza Tube Amp Expander, and that is attenuating down. I'm miking the Marshall with an SM57. And the pedals I'm going to use today to try to recreate the sound on that song is a Wampler Pantheon, and that's basically a blues breaker derivative pedal, and it's a really light overdrive. It sounds really good, and it adds a nice bit of punch, and when you put it in front of other overdrives, it really sounds fantastic. For the reverb, I'm going to use the Strymon Flint, and for the tape compression and slapback, I am going to use the Strymon Deco. So basically, this is my dry tone. Okay, next we're going to kick in the Wampler Pantheon, and like I said earlier, the Pantheon is blues breaker type circuit. It's very light overdrive. The killer thing about this pedal, though, is that it has actually 3 gain stages, so you can leave all the knobs set in the same spot, and you just flip the gain switch up to medium gain or a heavier gain, and it works out real well. I'm leaving everything in the light overdrive setting, more indicative of an actual blues breaker. So again, if I'm playing chords, this is my dry sound. So it adds a little bit more spank to the sound, when you get that G. So the lick would sound like this with the Pantheon on. So that brings it out pretty good, but it's still sounding a little dry, so let's add a little bit of reverb from the Flint. I've got the Flint set on the 70s plate reverb setting. I figured in the studio that's probably what they would be using. I'm going to add it very subtly. It's not going to be there, in spades basically, because when I add the slapback at the end, if you have too much reverb, I think they'll just wash each other out. So with the reverb, it sounds like this. So next we're going to add a little bit of tape compression, and this is done with the Deco, and the Deco is a pretty unique pedal. Basically what it simulates is 2 reel-to-reel tape decks. You have your reference deck and your lag deck, and on the left side of the Deco is the reference deck, and basically when it's like you plug straight into the tape deck and you crank the level up until the VU's in the red, and you can get some really nice compression and even some overdrive out of it. Now I'm not using it as an overdrive here, so I've got the level down a little bit, but what it does is it smooths out the sound and gives it a really nice compression. So with the Deco, the lick would sound like this. And so last, we're going to add a little bit of slapback, again, with the Deco, and this is emulating true, you know, reference deck and lag deck, kind of Sam Phillips Sun Studio type slapback to it. So with that engaged, you get that. So now it would sound like this. So that's how I put together that sound. I hope I got it close. Let me know. If you are watching this video on my personal channel, please subscribe to my Wagner Sound Lab channel. I'll leave the link for that below. I created a whole new channel just for these videos and to try to make it a little more official. And I would appreciate, you know, if you're watching this on my personal channel, go ahead and subscribe to that one. And I'll be putting out some more stuff soon. Thank you very much for watching.